Hi everyone, welcome back to Cracku. So today we are going to discuss a very important question when it comes to CAT preparation, which is when to start taking the mocks. So the question which comes along with it is when to start the syllabus and when to complete it. So what we suggest is there is no right answer or wrong answer for this. So let's go check out what is there getting ahead. So before starting, I would like to start with a quote from Mark Twain, which is the secret to getting ahead is getting started. So that's what we suggest. So this is the month of April, and the first thing which I would say is start taking the mocks in April itself, because this is the time which we need to focus on preparation and start taking the mocks, because we should not wait until the end to take the mocks, because there is no point in waiting, because you will wait and the time will move on. So what we suggest is take a mock every week and you need to analyze it. That is a very important point. Just taking the mock would not give you any desired result. So what we would suggest is to analyze it properly. And you can actually start this by taking 3 free full-length CAT mock tests from Cracku. You can actually get the link from the description. And that's about it. And when to complete the syllabus. This is a very important question that you need to focus on. That is what I said earlier. Do not wait until you complete the syllabus 100%, because you're not going to get the syllabus completely done. When it comes to, like, we have 3 sections, right? VARC, DILR or LRDI, and quantitative aptitude or quantitative ability. Now, VARC does not have a very fixed syllabus as such. DILR also does not have a very fixed syllabus. Quantitative may have a syllabus, which is a set of topics and questions which you need to focus on. So you can actually build a basic understanding of the pattern and syllabus, and we have also done a video on that. You can actually check that in the I button or the description below. And what we would suggest is to start practicing questions. So start practicing different types of questions and then start taking mocks. You can also start the preparation of your syllabus by mostly quantitative aptitude by taking each topic and going one by one, and you can actually identify a strength going forward. So when it comes to VARC, there is the VA part, there is the RC part. In the RC part, we know that we would have 4 sets of questions, which is 4 passages, and each passage would have 4 questions as of the current pattern. So this is 16 questions in total. Now VA part would have 8 questions, which makes it a total of 24 questions in the VARC section. Now, the VA part would have mostly para-jumpers, para-summary, and fill in the blanks or para-completion questions. So there is no fixed syllabus. You can actually be given a paragraph or a passage from any possible way. You can actually check different RC passages and the paragraph which comes in different topics from the video which we have given about the syllabus. And when it comes to DILR, you will be encountering different types of puzzles, different types of data interpretation and logical reasoning questions. So what you need to do is practice a lot of questions. So how will you get the practice? You can actually take a lot of practice questions from online resources or coaching materials. But mocks will give you the idea on how much time would you take to solve a question and how you should prepare for the mock day or the D day, that is the CAT day in general. So you need to know there are 40 minutes for each section. DILR would have 40 minutes, and you need to know how many questions would you be able to complete in that 40 minutes. So for that, you need to take timed test, which is the mock. So along with the full length mock, you can actually also look forward to sectional mocks and topic wise test. But sectional mocks can actually give you an idea on which part to improve. But I think mocks in full length will give you the exact idea on how you are at the mock taking time. So let us look at a roadmap which we have just prepared. So this roadmap is not a very rigid structure or a one size fits all structure. This is a basic thing. If you don't have any structured plan as of now, you can actually take this roadmap. But I would not suggest you to stick to this, because this is for someone who have no plans right now. So the first process or the first step in this process would be to take the free CAT mock test which we have. So go to the link in the description, see the mock and take it, and we have the complete analysis provided. So you can actually go and understand how a mock would look like and analyze yourself where you are standing in terms of your test. So that's the next step, analyze your test. So in our Cracku mocks, we have an analysis and also video solutions. So you can actually understand how a CAT topper is actually approaching the question and how you are approaching, and you can actually reiterate your processes and structures and steps going forward. Then what I would say, analyze your test and understand your strength, weakness in terms of say sections, topic, speed, accuracy, etc. These are major points. If you have a lack of knowledge, that's something that you should cover. If you have the knowledge and the ability to solve a question but not within the time, then you have to improve your speed. So you need to analyze what you are lacking and improve upon those. So based on your analysis, you have to build a preparation plan. Okay, so and you have to clearly write down what you are going to do or what is your weakness in each section. Say arithmetic, I'm able to do the question but I lack speed, so I need to improve my speed. How can I improve my speed? That's the next question that you should ask. So you should look for, am I slow at calculations? Then you have to be good at speed math. Am I lacking a basic knowledge or the structure in my process? Then you have to structure your thoughts in the exact same way as how a person who would do it quickly would structure it. Then you have to create a strategy for yourself, which is the test taking. You can see a different types of strategy videos and also understand that there is no one size fits all. You have to analyze your own method. You have to analyze your strength and weakness and select a strategy for yourself. Then say this is a random number which is like 10 marks, which is a good number to understand. After say 10 marks, you will understand what you are actually doing consistently, which is right answer or wrong answer or the approach. You will understand what is consistent. And what we would suggest is to double down on your strength and try to normalize your weaknesses, which means try to avoid certain weaknesses which you have. Say you know that you are not good at para jumbles. I'm taking an example of VIRC section. Then what we would suggest is to not spend a lot of time on para jumbles. You can actually set the para jumbles aside. This is just an example. And the advantage of setting such a topic aside is that you can actually revisit it at the end of the exam and attempt it, because there is no negative marking in para jumbles. When it comes to other questions, you know that you are very weak at say geometry. What we would suggest is try knowing all the basic things of geometry, and if a very easy answer comes in front of you, try to solve it, or else just don't put in a lot of time, because in CAT exam, time is very valuable. You have 40 minutes, you have 22 questions. You need to be very accurate about which questions to select, which question to spend time on, and how much time to spend on each question. If you don't have an idea of what this would look like, it would become difficult for you to maneuver the journey. So what we would suggest is to identify your strength, your weakness, double down your strength. But even if you have a fixed strategy, in the D-Day, the exam may have new surprises for you. And if you have a very rigid structure or very rigid strategy, it can affect you in a negative way. Why I say that is because this year, most students may have faced a difficulty in the quantitative abilities section. And if you have had a very rigid structure or rigid strategy that I am going to attempt 12 questions, but on that day, if the questions were not in the same model as you expected, it will be difficult for you. So don't have a very fixed or rigid pattern or strategy that you fix for your mocks. Now we are having DASHCAT mocks which we are releasing, and we are releasing 15 DASHCATs until the exam. You can actually check the link in the description below if you want to enroll in that. And we have released the DASHCAT one as of today. So the features we have is we have the live attempt taken by a topper. Then there's a detailed video solution and complete analysis tools. This analysis tool will help you analyze your strength, your weakness in terms of topic, your speed, and how much time an average or a topper would take to solve the question, and how much time average person takes to solve the question, and how much time is taken by a person who gets the correct answer. So these are the things we can actually analyze, and there is a lot of analysis tools which help. You can actually check them out through the free mocks also. You can actually understand how the analysis tool works in the free mocks. Now, then comes the question, how many mocks? A lot of aspirants have this doubt, how many mocks? But what we suggest is, it's not about the quantity, it's about the quality of the mocks that you take and also the preparation that you do for your mocks. So the quantity, we cannot have a fixed number. What we would suggest is 15 to 30. But what you need to do is that there is no one size fits all, and you need to understand that. It's more about analysis. So the importance of deep analysis is something which a lot of people just forget. So you need to focus on mocks and then analysis. So if you just have a lot of mocks, say you had 30 mocks, but you did not analyze it, so you don't understand what is your strength, what is your weakness. So you need to know your strong areas and weak areas, and you need to improve upon that. So you need to analyze it, and most of the people would take same amount of time for analysis. Some people may take more time for analysis, but that should be how it works. You need to put in more energy into analyzing what went wrong, which are the topics which I am weak in, which are the topics which I know, but I take a bit of time to solve it. So if you already know the topic, you should improve your speed by practicing a lot of questions and understand your weak areas. Is there a lack of knowledge? Is there a lack of speed? Or is there a lack of accuracy? Accuracy is if you're trying to solve a question, say a quantitative ability question, and you get to the last step and you make a mistake in calculation. This is a lack of accuracy. There is enough knowledge, you are good in the speed, but with that speed, you are not able to maintain accuracy. That is not a good place to be in. Also, if you have good accuracy, but your speed is very low, that is also not a good place to be in. So what we suggest is to have a very balanced approach where we need to have a good speed, we need to maintain the accuracy. So that's about it. So major focus is not about how many, it's how well that you are doing it. So focus on the quality of your mock taking journey, right? So that's a basic understanding of how we are going to take a mock. So you can actually check out other resources which we have, which are free daily targets. So we can get daily targets for you. So you can actually go check out, say, a quantitative ability section, an RC, the VA section, and it will actually ensure that you maintain consistency in your CAT preparation journey. Then we also have 5,000 plus free topic-wise CAT questions. You can actually get a lot of questions here, and also the solutions will be provided. So you can actually check that link in the description. Then we have revision video playlist in YouTube itself. You can actually check that out, and it's available for free. And if you want the previous year questions with solutions, download it from our website. It is available in PDF format. You can also take this as a test. So go to the website, previous year questions. You can actually take sectional test if you want for 3 sections separately, or the full length. So you can actually emulate the test. So if you are someone who is starting to take CAT seriously this year and you have not attempted CAT before, you can actually take the 2023 CAT exam and see how well you perform and understand where you stand in terms of your preparation and plan your preparation along. So that's about it, and thank you and best of luck for your preparation.